Hello America, this is Keith here, friendly neighborhood technician, coming back at you with old school top load washers versus new school front load washers. Which is better and or why? Well, new school, we have front loaders which have the high efficiency versus the old school which has the basically you do all the deciding. Well, the nice thing about the high efficiency is they save you money. They will actually use less water. Your clothes will come out, once this thing gets done spinning, your clothes come out a whole lot drier because this tub in here actually spins at a much higher rate at about, I want to say about 12 to 13, 1,000 to 1,200 RPMs. But that means a lot of water is going to be coming out of your clothes, so when you put them in the dryer, your dryer is going to take a whole lot less time. With the high efficiency new design, front loads, the wash is going to be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, and your dry is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes. You're not actually saving any time, but you're saving water, because this will use 3 to 5 gallons every time it fills. Okay, so it'll fill up, it'll wash your clothes, it'll introduce the washer, the water, the soap, it'll mush that around, then it'll drain it, then it puts in another 3 to 5 gallons of water to rinse your clothes out. Now, a little hint though, if you have an extra rinse, use the extra rinse button on your machine, okay? Because a lot of times people use too much soap in their high efficiency. When it says this much soap, they mean this much soap. I know this is not going to clean my clothes is the biggest complaint I get from everybody I talk to that actually I have to go work on these things. But it does work, okay? You put too much soap in, the water can't rinse it all out properly with one rinse, so therefore you end up with your clothes that get a little musty, a little weird smell if they sit too long in the washer. Use an extra rinse cycle. That will help get your clothes a little bit cleaner, okay? So these are very good machines. They will save you money, they will use less water, they will use less electricity, because this one spinning at 1,000 to 1,100 RPMs still uses less electricity than an old school top load washer. Now let's go look at an old school top load washer. So we're back again, and now we have an old school, old technology front top load washer. One of the things you'll notice is everything on this is manual choice. I can figure out how big I want my water, how much water I want in by how much clothes I put in, okay? I can select the temperatures on this, okay, and then I have an option of a power rinse. And this, okay, these are my settings, okay. I can physically change it to what I want it to go to. And like I said, these are about a half an hour cycle. Your colored, if you go all the way to heavy with extra supersized warm water and your power rinse on there, yeah, you might get up to about a 40-45 minute cycle, but it's not going to be as long a cycle. Now, the thing about these is, you see this big old tub in here? Okay, that'll hold anywhere from 10 gallons of water up to as much as 30 gallons of water every time it fills and drops. It's still going to run about the same amount of fills and empties as the front load, but I'm using 60 to 90 gallons of water when I use this machine versus my 10 to 15 on my high efficiency front load. Knowing that if I use a cup of laundry soap and I try and mix it up in 5 gallons of water, I get a whole lot of suds and a whole lot of not good things happening. So now, if I used the high efficiency amount of 3 tablespoons of soap in this, it ain't never gonna get clean, it's never gonna do anything. What you wanna decide is, do I want to keep the old school technology or do I wanna go the new school technology, okay? I'm leaning more towards the new technology. Now I'm single, I'm not married, I have no kids. I do 3 loads of laundry a week, max. I'll use, maybe 100 gallons a week to wash my laundry. Now, if I was married with 3 kids and my laundry was, going twice, 2 loads a day every day of the week, that's a whole bunch of water you're using, okay? Versus the front loads, which are basically that would be about 30 to 40, maybe 50 gallons of water for the entire time you use it that week. So you can get 10 loads on that versus, 2 loads on this, okay? It's for the amount of water used. Now, like I said, when mine finally does melt into a piling heap of non-repairable, I'm going to get me a high efficiency front load washer. I just like them. They do clean well, but you gotta remember, when the manufacturer says use this much soap, they mean this much soap. So I would highly recommend, you probably want to go front load. You want to go new efficiency, high efficiency. See, the one thing you don't see on here is the HE label, because these aren't high efficiency. This is the technology they've been using since your grandma first got her washer 40, 50 years ago. It hasn't really changed. So it's not bad, it works, but maybe it's time to upgrade to some high efficiency. So to wrap it all up, high efficiency is the way to go when you need to. Okay, so if it's time to do it, it's time to do it. If you're thinking about possibly, maybe I should, well then you should. So tune back in the channel for more good information, and don't forget to subscribe, and you folks have a wonderful day.